I'm guessing that fixed the audio. Okay, well, I'm hoping that fixed the audio. Apologies for the technical issues. Okay. Alright, well, what was I saying? I'll start all over. Hello everyone, my name's Carlo and welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at ShipIt Global again. I believe this is part 5. I forgot. But anyways, we're gonna be working on the let's see, what have we been working on? It's been a long time since we've actually worked on this. Um, let's see, the internal prepaid label service and payments and labels. That's tracking, and I'm guessing this is the code. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that I want to see what exactly did we work on. So we have the purchase prepaid label, and the go back button does not work. We can go in and add that. Let's see. And if you hear my voice, like in the background, um, or like the same time I'm talking, I'm just trying to make sure that the stream is working on another end. But anyways, so we went ahead and worked on the prepaid label section, and we didn't really finish most of the code currently. It looks like that the tracking though, so if I were to put 0002, it says on delivery. So that one seems to be working. So we have the tracking done. The login to my account, I'm guessing, is not complete yet. Or is it? Nope, it's not done yet. Okay, so we have to work on the login to my account and the purchase prepaid label. Most likely we'll finish the prepaid label section. I thought we finished that section. Or actually, wait, the username and password should be working. But I don't understand. Counts. And then if text input 2, that's developers. I'm guessing that's a developer for the developer section. Oh yeah, that is. Okay. Alright, so we have the developers and tracking and with the buttons. Okay, so so we can go ahead and work on the prepaid label section. So we have here, welcome to the ShipIt Global internal prepaid label service, just to make it sound professional. And we have, welcome, we're so glad to see you here. And Let's see. And then let's get to know you better. Where's the package being sent from? And please click on the country. Have that all done. Next, we have the first name and last name. This is the going to. And what is your address? And I finished who's getting the package. And then we have prepaid label 3, which is the delivery options. So the delivery options are 1-day delivery and priority, 1-day shipping and priority 10-day. What's the weight? ShipIt Global complies with federal law with the safety of our pilots and delivery employees to get your package there. We ask that you do not deliver any lithium-ion batteries or anything posing a danger to our employees. We prohibit the use of delivering anything posing a danger, and lithium-ion batteries included, except the use of delivering small electronics. Please contact the ShipIt Global customer service for more information. Does your package fulfill the requirements? Yes, I've finished the package requirements. And here it is. We can actually take this out. And let's make that a little smaller. And then submit the submission. Okay, cool. So we have all that set up. Now we need to do, since we're doing this on an email base, we're going to need another section to add a, what do you call it? To receive the shipment label, because most likely we're going to provide a code, and then they will have the option to print it. Now code.org's app lab, from what I've seen, does not have an option to print from the display of the app, so most likely they're just going to have to click the 3 dots in the corner left or right, and then print it from there, print their screen using, let's say, a Chrome browser, or the Chrome browser or such. So we can go ahead and actually do that. Let's see here. Alright, so we have the shipment postal label, or received the shipment postal label. Okay. So of course we're going to be making some cosmetic changes over time, because it looks a little bit dated, but we're going to be making some cosmetic changes over time. But yeah. Okay, so we have the developers, we have the menu screen, prepaid label. So we're not going to make this screen yet. I think we should focus on, actually, no, let's work on the other screen actually. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and duplicate this screen since we're going to use this screen. You don't actually have to keep all of that. Okay. So, welcome. Let's get your shipment ready for processing. So, what are you intending on tracking? So if let's say they don't have I'm trying to think what we can do here, or actually no, on the prepaid label 4, they will have the option to enter the email for payments and label, but we're gonna put here on the corner an ID number. So your identification number is, and then it will be here on the center, and I'm gonna just make the text a little higher, and then we're gonna go ahead and just do that, and that will be the ID number for process. Okay, so now that we have that all set up, we can go ahead and go to screen 1, and we're gonna steal this one and put here identification number for star identification number. Actually, we'll just use this. ShipIt Global has provided an ID number either by email or what's a good or sorry, ID number through the utility. And let's change the font. There we go. Okay, and then now we can go ahead and, since they would input the identification number, they'll, in the bottom it will say locate identification number here, or locate identification number. So when they click that, ID process lookup. So when they do that, duplicate it. And then it's gonna say here, your item is currently, and then colon, and we'll put this on the left. Now here, right here, we're gonna put this in a little bit bigger text, and then center that, and then it will be the status 2, 3, 3. So this will be, so this will tell the person that the ID number is either pending for processing or has been processed. Okay, and we'll put here if your item has been processed. If your ID number has been processed, or actually, no, wait a minute. No, actually, let's go ahead and make a shipping label from here. Okay, So we'll take out the go back. We don't really need that, and this is just going to be the prepaid label. So on the prepaid label, if the ID number is still currently processing, then what we can do is that will put in like a watermark or something like that, and it's going to say pending, not been processed. So we can definitely do that. So let's see. What does a prepaid label look like? I'm literally getting one online. Okay, alright. It's been a long time since I've seen a prepaid label. Alright, so okay. So this is actually gonna take a long time in programming, or not programming, labeling, and also programming. So we'll keep the status 3 somewhere here and put status 3. Okay. So this will be the customer name. So customer name, and we'll put customer name right here. Okay, now we can duplicate it. Duplicate that. And here on the bottom will be the customer address. And it will be customer address. Now, of course, the reason I'm doing this is because it can get a little complicated when you're labeling things, and usually when I leave things blank, it's going to be hard to figure out which is which and if I added it or not. So it's better to add it while I'm here. And we'll put, so this will be additional information. Most likely this will be blank though. We can go ahead and work on. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so we need to put how many pounds it would be. So we can duplicate this. and we'll just put 0 for now, and then this will be weight, and we'll put here, duplicate that, and it'll be yes, pounds. There you go. Okay, so put here, and we'll make the font size a little bigger, and then put ship to and there you go. And then that will be, let's see, we'll center that, and this will be the recipients. I did not know how to spell recipient name. And then we'll put right here, there you go. Duplicate that, and right here it will be the address or street address. So do street address, and right here will be the, no wait, actually we already have the street address, and it should be able to just do that. We're not making, it's not like we're making this really like that shipping label, but right here we'll just add this, hit me or it can't add anymore. There we go. Okay, so we have like a line right here, and there'll be an image right here. We're gonna choose an icon, and it's usually a QR code. That is not that big. And I don't want to do this. It's okay. We'll just do that. And then we'll put a border width. There we go. Alright, and then right here will be the ID number. Okay. And this will be the ID number shipment label. And that's centered. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead. Oh, actually, well, usually in this case there would be another barcode, but we're not gonna add that. We're gonna go ahead and duplicate this though. That might help. And hold on. We're gonna go ahead and put right here, because it looks like you need to add the company, and it will be ShipIt Global Internal Delivery LLC. And let's see, let's make it that font. And then we're not gonna, well, now we can add tracking, because we are a nice company that adds tracking. I hope we are. And we can go ahead and do tracking number. And right here we can actually duplicate it, and we can go ahead and do right, or actually we can make this left, but there you go, tracking number. Okay, and now there we go. And then we can actually add a barcode icon. And we can actually put over this and put actually that should be it for the shipping label. Okay, so we have that all set up. We can actually go ahead and let's see. Let's make this the color. No, actually we'll keep it there. And that will be status 30, but we'll blink that out. And then that should be it. So after printing, please click here to exit. Okay, and then they will go ahead and print that. I'm actually trying to think about, do we need to log into my account? Because well, yeah, because there are going to be employees. Okay, so we need to organize this code. I'm gonna start organizing it actually. So as soon you click, oh, we still need to work on the prepaid label. So button 4 is all set up, or it should be. Go back, there you go. Okay, so now we need to work on the prepaid shipping label. So let's go on prepaid label, and we can go here to prepaid label, and that's it. That's because we want to organize the screen a little. Alright, so on here, there if you watch the past videos, my organization from buttons changed to like the display screen. That way we have every command that you can enter is on each screen. So here we have to go back. So as long as it's in this screen, then it will be organized within the bottom. So if you click go back, you go to the menu screen, and also it will set the text input 6 to blank, text input 10 to blank, and we're gonna do the same. We're gonna copy both of those, but instead drop down 1 and drop down 2. We're gonna copy this, and where is it being sent from? And where is it going to? We're gonna copy those. Okay, so assume we have all that information, we should get put on like a status bar. So this status bar will indicate whether or not the person has fulfilled all the information that is required. So there's a reason why we added stars. That means it's required. So let's see what we can do here. So all of them are starred. So when you click the on event, which is button 16, then we're going to use some if else commands. So if the text on text input 6 equals nothing, then it will set text on status 4 that there you have not entered a required element. Please check the list and try again. Period. And most likely it might go over, so we're just going to make that 10 and the font size. Okay, so we have that, and just so the code's a little more organized, we're going to use that, but I'm just going to copy and paste it and just move it right here. So after that, as soon as it passes that, then it will do an else if. Yeah. And if text input 10 also is the same thing, then it will do the same thing. So same again, right here, drop down 1 equals this instead, then of course same thing, and right here drop down 2 and which country are you delivering to, and then it's going to do the same thing. But if it doesn't have any of that, then we can set the screen straight to the, what is it, prepaid label 2. Okay, so we have all that set up. So we can go ahead and try it out. Let's track purchase prepaid label, and we can do John Doe. Where's the package being sent from? Residential. And what's your address? 0000 fake address street. Someone, California 98123. Alright, cool. And then right here, what country are you delivering to? With Canada. And there you go. It should be able to go straight to that. Now let's say I were to not add one of the information. So here, John residential and Canada John Doe, then you have not entered a required element. Please check the list and try again. Okay, so I enter that, but I forget the name. Same thing. Where's the package being sent from? Still nothing. But if I click residential, then it should be able to go to the next screen. This is perfect to add, but it takes a bit of time to add in your code. Because you have to organize it in something like this. Of course, there are many ways to organize your code in JavaScript, but this is one way to do it, and it takes a little bit of time. So we can go ahead and go to set timeout, and just so it's a little cleared out, and then we'll do 2000 milliseconds, sorry. So we'll do that, and that. There you go. Perfect. Alright, so we have all that set up. So now, let's go to the prepaid label 2. So you're probably wondering why we shouldn't add a or delete the text from the other page. The reason we don't want to is, well, actually, usually in apps that I do develop, there are times where we would add a different screen, and that different screen would have basically all the text going through it. Now, technically, that works at the same time, because your text doesn't have to be in that exact screen. Any text that you input and you want to save can be put in a different screen, and that can be inaccessible to the user, which is perfect, totally fine. But that also takes a bit of time. It's better just to have the code right there and then. As long as you delete the code, or I mean not code, delete the text, then you should be fine. If that sort of makes sense. May have made it a little more complicated, but that is how it should work. Okay. Oop. Alright, so same thing on here. We'll do prepaid label 2. Basically, we're making sure that the required code is being inputted. Okay, so I copied and pasted the code from above now, but we are going to be making some tinkering on it. So here it will be button 17. And on button 17, instead of going to the menu screen, it's going to go back to the prepaid labels 1. Where is it? 2, 3, 4. There it is. So on here, we're going to do text input 12 and text input 13. And we don't need the drop downs. Alright, so now, same thing with here. Text input 12 if it equals nothing, and text input 13. And then otherwise, we can take out this code. We can take this out, minus, 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 and then plus again, and then we go back to the else. Okay, so we have all that set up. We can go to prepaid label 3. Okay, same thing here. We're gonna copy and paste this again. So button 20 is right here, and set screen to prepaid label 2 instead. And on button 20, text input 15 will be blank, and drop down 5 and 6 will be here. Right here it will be star and then delivery options. And star, does your package fulfill the requirements? Okay. So if drop down 5 has plus delivery options, and I'm gonna copy and paste that. If drop down 6 has that, and if text input 15 has nothing, then there you go. And then it will go straight to prepaid label 4. Prepaid label 4, also the same thing. Let's see here. Prepaid label 4. Go ahead and do button 23. And text input 17 will be blank. And then the identification number would be ID number F. ID number for process, I believe. There you go. And yeah, that will be blank. Perfect. And when you click on button 24, there's only one really to add. So we'll put the set screen right here on the top. And then right here it will be prepaid label, right? Oh wait, sorry, ID number for process. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Why is this? Okay. Text input 17. If it's blank, it's blank. And then it does that. Now here, I just realized that we have a little problem. Status 4 is only for one screen. So we're going to have to put like status 5 and others. So here will be status 5, and then it will be a 10, and then center that. Prepaid label 3, same thing, but status 6. I do wish that you can add the same ID number on every screen if you are, let's say, just using one text. All you gotta do is just name it the ID number, but that does interfere with it. Status 7. And then we can center that. Okay, so of course this is status 4, so it's 5, 6, 7 on the rest. And then right here will be status 6. And then this will go to the menu screen, but the ID number for process and such will go along with the else. There we go. Okay, so, and this one is prepaid label 4, and that's the ID number for process. So, status 7, there it is. Okay, perfect. So we have all that set up. We have the important information that you need to add. So, trying to see what else can we do. Okay, so for the ID number for process, we need to actually read the code through the data browser. Now, the data browser, we're going to be using the tracking actually. So basically, the submission will be the most important button, because that's the one that's going to be adding all the information to the tracking. But the ID number will be basically read off that tracking. So before we do that, let's actually view the whole code. So purchase prepaid label, John Doe, 1000 La Vista Avenue, that's Nevada. Northview, no wait. Yeah, Northview, California, 95321. There we go. And which country are you shipping to? I choose let's see, Canada. Yes, perfect. And then I want to ship to a business. Actually, let's try that. You forgot to add one, I know. And then there you go. That works perfectly. So now, if I were to go back, I have that information. If I do test and then go back, then it's gone. Okay. Okay, I find this odd. You have not entered a required element. Please check the list and try again. How come that one hasn't been erased? Okay, well, it's not important, but we'll check it out later. Let's see here. Ooh, someone said hi. Hello. Alright. So let's see. So this is the person that's getting the package. So we're gonna put example person, and then their address is, well, it's in Canada. I don't know what a Canadian address would look like, so I'm just gonna put Canadian address input here, and then I'm gonna do I finished who's getting the package, and that didn't work, and I don't know why. Okay, let's check this out again. Okay, this is button 18. So button 18 would be, oh, okay, I see what the problem is. We'll go here and type in button 18. And I can find that there's another error, button 24 on this one. We can go ahead and run it. Purchase, and then we can do John Doe, first package being sent from residential, and 12345 California Street. And then it will be Northview, Washington, 12345, country, United States, Alexander Cooper, and then the address will be 723 Plainville Street, Sunnyvale, California, 12345, or 95374. I finished getting a package. Alright, so now we have the tell us about your package, and of course you can choose which delivery option you would like. Okay, I see what error that we forgot to add. On the delivery options, we didn't put the domestic and the international, so technically someone can do this, but we can always fix that. Okay, so it will be domestic or international. Well, wait, why would I chose domestic, right? I think I did. So we can go ahead and do, of course, the cheapest, because people want the cheapest. The weight of the package, usually most packages are $1, or not $1, £1. If you're, let's say, returning something to Amazon and it's like an Amazon Echo, something like that. I think a Google Home would be probably a 0.875 pounds, or 87 ounces. Or wait, I said that wrong. Yeah, so, or 1 pound basically. But yeah, ShipIt Global complies with federal law with the safety of our pilots and delivery. Does your package fulfill the requirements? Technically, the package that we're shipping, as an example, would be a battery, but since it's a phone, then it fulfills the requirements. And I finished the Okay, there's another error. What's going on here? Button 21. This is 3, right? Oh, I put 24. Then what did I... Oh, okay. Okay, there's a lot of errors going on here. Okay, there's another error. Oop, I'm hearing myself. Alright, so... we can actually, while we're here, prepaid label 3, delivery options. So, if it's domestic in the United States of America, then... oh, wait a minute. Okay, so we'll put here on drop down 5, and drop down 5 will be domestic in the United States, yeah, and it will be right here. There we go. And we need to add one more, so I'm just going to copy and paste this one more time just so we can grab that code. And then drop down 5, there you go, and we'll take that out. And the other one was, I believe, international out of USA. Okay. Purchase prepaid label. Let's do this again. John Doe. Residential. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something Street. Northview, California. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm delivering to the United States. Middleton. Carl. And the address will be 5 Example Street, Nevada, or North Nevada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I finished using the package. Delivery options currently. Let's just say, for example, I accidentally clicked domestic in USA, £1, and I say yes. I finished. Doesn't work, so we'll do 1 day. I don't enter the same thing. Enter your email. Test at fake spam emails.com and submit this submission. There we go. So we finished that. So if you notice, if you could still go back and look at this, but if you will actually clear it, or that actually is one way to clear it, and then it blinks out. So now we have to do the hard part, and it's everyone's favorite part, programming through the data browser. So programming through the data browser is a bit harder. And in this case, this is a lot to contain, but we're going to do it. So on the data browser, we have the tracking number. So I recommend that you actually get a snipping tool for this. So as we have the snipping tool, we can go ahead and put new. There we go. And I'm going to keep this for myself, but I recommend that you have some kind of tool, or at least take a picture with your phone or something, just so you have it. It makes it so much easier. Okay. Okay, so now we can go ahead and do the creating. So for prepaid label 4, when you click button 24 and it does that thing, then it should work. But right here, Or actually, no, wait, not right here. Okay, so it's going to create a record right here. We're going to go ahead and put tracking, as that is the number. Trying to see what else. Okay. Show text right here. And right here is the name and the other name that we can input. So let's see here. Okay, so the number for the tracking will be blanked out. So we're just gonna put right here. I'm gonna remove the apostrophes, and I'm just gonna, or actually no, we'll keep the apostrophes, and then right here it will be none applicable. Oop, I spelled that wrong. Okay, next we'll do status, and the status will be basically pending. Original location, that one. We'll keep that. Address to, again, and rank, and current warehouse. And that one will be not applicable. Name and option, country, and name _2. And there we go. We got that all finished. Okay. So I'm going to put that on top. Alright. So now we're going to go ahead and put, I feel like I'm forgetting one thing. The original location and the address to, that's right. Current warehouse, not applicable. Perfect. None applicable, sorry. So we'll do prepaid label, and we're actually going to get some things from here. So we will get the text of the name, oh, that's that text. We will get the text of the name to, and put text input 6. That did not type it. Text input 6. And then the country will be drop down 2. And the option will be drop down 1. The name will be text input 6. And we can skip that. Now we have rank. We'll just put get text from. So original location is text input 10. And now we need the address to. So we go straight to prepaid label 2. And I just realized that we made a mistake right here. Text input 12. And what is the address? Address 2, text input 13. Alright, prepaid label 3. Delivery options, so that's the rank, so that will be drop down 5. And then the weight. Looks like there's not an option for that. We can go ahead and add that actually. So right here, it will be the weight. And we don't have to add if the package fulfilled the requirements. That is by the option of the recipient. We're actually going to make some changes because I realized there's not a no op, or the no option doesn't do anything. So we can do text input 15. Actually, no, actually we're going to add that. We're going to do compliance because this is basically saying if there's any prohibitions like lithium-ion batteries and such. Usually companies like, well, it's hard to name a delivery company that does allow it, but there are some delivery companies that allow it through ground delivery instead of air. This is just basically a notice saying we don't do air delivery on lithium-ion. So the company basically still has that option to go to you and ask, we can still ship it if you want ground. So we can go ahead and get drop down 6. And then we can do prepaid label 4. Prepaid label 4 will be the identification number, which we will create. Well, pre-create. Oh, we also need email. And just saying, if anyone is going to view the app, because I know I linked it for people to view and edit the code and such, if you are going to enter information in the code, make sure you add like fake information and such, because yeah, because this is a fake app, so don't actually enter real information on here. Just add random stuff. Okay. The email will be text input 17. And now we have the identification number. So this can get a little complicated now because the record still needs to be created. But so when they click button 24, it will do that. And oh wait, it needs to get the email still. Okay. So it will create the record, and then now it will have to read the records of the tracking to verify. So for this case, I don't want to add it here. Status 7. Actually, no, we will add it here. So it will do status 7, and then it will say number created successfully. And then here we'll put not a function, but where's the console.log? There it is. We'll put right here. Console.log basically is the debug console. So basically whatever, usually what you would see here is like the errors that you make it. Someone asked if they can remix it. I believe, yes, you can remix this code. How did you remix it? You can go through, I put the link in the description. You can go on code.org and then you can click remix. Though what I don't like about it is that it doesn't credit the person that made it. And yeah, actually using the remix button, because when you share it, I do promote it because I do want you guys to use the code and use it for tinkering with stuff. So I do promote using Remix to create your own code. That's perfectly fine. But just make sure you don't make it like what exactly I'm creating it. Make sure you make some changes and maybe put something in like the text saying like remixed, or make it your own company instead of ShipIt Global. But yeah, a bit of copyright tips. Well, actually, don't listen to that. Never mind. Anyways, so here we have the console log, and then we can all go ahead and do number created successfully. There we go. And it will go ahead and read the records, tracking, and such. So now we need the code to grasp on what the heck it's doing and what the heck is going on, because we don't want the code to pick up like a random tracking number and then it gives you that identification number, and it all gets bundled up from there. So we can go ahead and try to verify the code. What I mean by verifying is we need each code to agree, like, oh, this is the code, so it probably means this section. So we're going to get the email section. So I'm actually wondering if this would work. So if the email equals text input 17, then it will set the ID number for process, the ID, and that ID is very important. Okay, perfect. Let's try it. Purchased. Okay, that didn't. Okay. Purchase prepaid label. John Doe. Where's the package being sent from? Residential. What is your address? 7254. Fake address. Street. Northview, California, 12345. And we're delivering to Canada. Okay. First and last name will be. Is there an opposite of John Doe? Like a different gender of John Doe? I'm trying to think of another one. This is literally fake information, and I'm just like trying to think about what to add. Joe Guy. There we go. Alright, perfect. What's your address? 0000. Nope. Nope. Info Street or Boulevard. And West Shore, Washington, 12345. Perfect. Who's getting the address? Alright. Delivery options. So most likely the person that's choosing this is choosing out of the United States. Of course, the reason I add these I'm not going to change this option is because some human is going to be looking at the information that is being shown on the tracking. So we have that information. So we can go here and we can do most likely they're going to choose, well, no, 1-day shipping because they want insurance with it. Of course, everyone wants insurance with it. We'll do 5 pounds because I don't know what this person is delivering. Yes, they did fulfill the requirements. Okay, so their email will be don't steal my information at spamemails.com. Submit submission. So it looks like it has filled out all that information correctly, though the email looks like it didn't fill that out right. And I'm guessing that is because, yeah, it's because of this. So we're actually going to put the create record in first for simplicity. And let's see here. And you will notice that the debug console now has the number created successfully, which is perfect. Okay. So okay, so we have the number created successfully, and then we have the create record tracking. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect. So now we need to figure out the timeout, because it immediately goes to the timeout screen, and we need it to read that record. So we're going to set the timeout on here. Okay, my computer is glitching out. What's going on here? Okay. Okay, hold on, everybody. I am just going to refresh my screen, because I have no idea what's going on here. It's actually the longest stream I've made. 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm actually going for 2 hours. Okay. So, right here, set the timeout, and actually we'll put it on here just so the person doesn't think like, what happened here. And then it will be, they will have 5,000 milliseconds to figure out what's going on in the code from there. So we can go ahead and do the purchase prepaid label, and we have to enter the random information again. So test, residential, Canada, test, 1 pound, domestic, right there, yes, and test at email scams.hacking.com, submit submission, 4, perfect, number created successfully, and it goes straight to there. So we have that all set up. And if I were to go down track shipment, oh wait, oops. Now of course they won't be provided the non-applicable. It's just gonna say pending. But if they had it, they can basically just enter non-applicable, but it'll go to the next one that they see, which is this one. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay, so now it's a good time to do the receive shipment postal label. So we're gonna go ahead all the way up. Imagine this is all the code that we added. And then right here will be the button 15, and it will be set screen to the prepaid label display. No, wait, ID process lookup. There you go. ID process lookup, and it has this again. And this we can actually go. Actually, we'll go to the top just so we make it a little simpler. Here, button 19. Oh, not button 19. ID process lookup. Oh, and for the people that's watching, feel free to add some suggestions. I'd be happy to look at it, and maybe we can integrate it in the code. But anyways, we can go ahead and do button 19. Button 19 will be the go back. So set the screen back to the menu screen. And also carry on that set text will be gone. There we go. Okay. And it will be the locate identification number. Alright, cool. So we'll do button 22. Button 22 will be setting the screen to the prepaid label. Oh wait, not that one. Prepaid label display. Okay, so now we're gonna have a ton of issues now. We need to integrate all the code from the record to there. Now, in a perfect world, I would basically just copy and paste some of the code that I've used. Fortunately, though, we have to make it brand new. And most likely, all of you that's watching is basically just going to view the code on my screen and then just recreate and then just copy and paste it from there. Which is totally fine. Yep, totally fine. Okay. Let's do this. So, on the prepaid label display, we're going to go ahead and use your snipping tool again. I already still have mine, but in case you deleted it, you may want it back. And on here, we're going to get a few information. Yeah, okay, so on here, we're going to do a prepaid label display. Now, in the case of code organization, we're going to put a function right here. So this function will be the prepare label now. And then right here will be the prepare label now. So now we're going to go ahead and read the record. And then that read record will be tracking, of course. Now in prepaid label 2, not 2, wait a minute, ID process lookup, text input 7 is the very important one. Okay. Yes, that is the very important one. So we're going to go ahead and what was that code again? Sorry, text input 7. Okay, so if, not that, if the number text input 7 matches the ID, then it will know which section of code it should be looking at. So therefore, we can go ahead and do set text and the customer name. Customer name would be oh no, what's going on here? Will be we don't have a customer name, do we? Oh, no, we do. Name. There we go. Sorry, I'm looking at mine. I'm just trying to figure out, like, wait, we don't have that. Okay. Don't need the console log. Alright, so we have that. Now, I'm just going to duplicate random ones. Alright, now is the customer address. And then the customer address will be the original location. Next, we have the additional information. Additional information can go here. And I don't think we need the additional information. Oh, wait. No, we can add that. Because most likely, let's say my case with the lithium-ion batteries, if we wanted to put it ground only, do not ship air, then at least we have that type of section. So we can put here, well, not like we're going to add that. We're just going to put the space. Add the parentheses. There we go. Alright, perfect. So now that we have all that set up, we can go ahead and continue on. So now we come across the weight. Now the weight, where's the weight? Wait. Okay, you know what? The one that I have is not... Okay, there we go, weight. And believe it or not, this is actually all the information that a normal delivery company has to do, so props to them when they had to create this. Recipient. I don't have that. Why don't I have that? Here it is, recipient name. So the recipient name would be the name underscore 2. And then the street address will be the addressed to. Now, next. The ID number shipment label. I'm just going to copy and paste that to the next one. So the ID number shipment label, that is going to be the ID. Actually, no, we can actually steal it from here. Text input 7. There we go. And now we can go ahead and put on the set text. On the next one, it will be... Do we not have a... Why am I not... Tracking number. Perfect, yeah. Yeah, I'm right. Tracking number, and it will be the number. And lastly, finally, status 3. Now, on status 3, it will actually be the status right here. Or you know what, actually, no. Wait a minute. We're gonna set some text right here. Right here in the corner. Hidden blank, and that will be the status 3 underscore lookup. So we will steal the code status 3 underscore lookup right here. Perfect. So now when we have that, we're gonna go ahead and do an if else command right here. So if the status 3 underscore lookup equals, what did we put here? Pending. Pending, then we will set a text on status 3 pending right here. Otherwise it won't have that. The reason we want to do that is we want to cover the barcode on here. But anyways, after that, then that's pretty much it. Now if the code doesn't work, put something here on the center, and then take that out, and then do status 5, 6, 7, 8. Status 8. Status 8 will say right here, status 8, no ID number found. please contact customer services. Okay, so yeah, it will say that. We'll set a timeout, put at 3000 milliseconds, and then we will, there we go. Perfect. And then that's that. Hopefully this works. That works. Okay. And if I add a random number, yeah. So let's see, let's say I want to do 3. Locate. Yeah, Joe Guy. And then that does the 00 nope info and 5 pounds. And it's John Doe, and then yeah, there you go. That's perfect. 3. And you would notice that it still says pending, so of course you'll do the pending. ShipIt Global Internal Delivery LLC and none applicable. And I never programmed that one. Now let's say I wanted to do 4. 4, of course it does that. Perfect. But what if I wanted to do 1? Oh, there you go. Johnson B. And you notice that I never put the status pending. So technically it has all that set up. And tracking number is 0001. And I need to program that side. So button 26. That's button 26. Set text. Oh, that's because if you're receiving an error, if you're using my numbers, and if you're receiving an error, most of them have undefined, so you might be receiving errors. Ignore that. It should still continue to work technically though. Okay, so alright, so right here we can do button 26, and then that will go set the screen back to the menu screen. Okay, and that should be it actually. If I were to enter like 9, oh, it's still able to, but there is no ID number 9. If, and then else. That is weird, actually. Okay, well, at least it'll just give a blank. 1, we'll do that. 5. Is there a 5? We'll do 4. It looks like it's still putting you on that screen, actually. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, there it is. 9 won't work. 5 won't work. 4 will work. Pending. 3 will work. This is actually pretty cool. Created its own shipping label. Okay, well, actually, that's pretty much it. I don't want to work on the employee side yet. So probably the next video or live stream, if you guys liked it, will be we'll work on the employee side of the thing, which will be a little more complex. I'm thinking that might be 2 more videos. And then the next video will be mostly trying to make it more nicer, and we don't want it to look dated, because we definitely made some improvements on app labs over time. But yeah, but that's pretty much it, honestly. We worked on this and it took like 2 hours. I'm trying to think about how long the employee would take. But yeah. So whether you're watching this live stream or if you're gonna watch it as a published video, put in the comments below at least. What if you're gonna remix it? Because it looks like one person is gonna remix it. Put in the comments below what you're gonna do exactly. I'm really, because I can't view, or I can't view your remix code, but I really am interested on what you would tinker with it. And just let me know what tinkering you did, or any suggestions that you have, or any improvements that you would add in the code. I'm really interested on what you guys do. But that's pretty much it. Again, thank you for watching, and I guess that's it. And we'll see you on the next live stream or something. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.